Hello, my name's DJ and welcome to the HiFi stuff. In this video I'll be talking about an incredibly cheap yet incredibly effective solution to the problem of vibration. By which I mean vibration that negatively affects the performance of our speakers and equipment. And that solution is these Addis pads and these dial bumpers, and once you put the two together you end up with this incredibly cheap yet incredibly effective solution to the problem of vibration. I'll come back to this DIY combo shortly, but first let me say this. If you use spikes beneath your equipment racks, speakers or speaker stands, then stay tuned because this video is for you. The reason why spikes are an issue is because they couple our equipment racks, speakers and speaker stands to the floor. This allows vibration to travel up through the spikes, which then allows vibration to reach your speakers and equipment. What you gain in stability with spikes, you lose in exposure to vibration. The causes of vibration are far too numerous to mention, although common causes include vibration produced by the speakers themselves, most notably from deep bass, vibration from household appliances such as washing machines and tumble dryers, and vibration from other things like traffic and construction works, for example. As small as they may be, these seismic vibrations are bad news for our speakers and equipment because ultimately they inhibit potential. However, why vibration is bad for our systems is beyond the scope of this video, but it is a problem. All of which is to say, if we don't address vibration, then our speakers and equipment will never be able to deliver upon their full potential. Put a 60 mph limiter in a lorry and it'll only ever go as fast as 60 mph an hour. Equally, put a Ferrari in a cobbled street and you'll be lucky to see it going half that speed. Bad vibrations are bad news for our hi-fi systems. But thankfully, as I've already said, the pads and bumpers are an incredibly cheap yet incredibly effective solution. How cheap, you might ask? Well, as you can see, the mats are available from B&M for £2.49, and each mat consists of 300 pads, and the dome bumpers, which come as a 25 pack, are available from B&Q for £1.53, which at the time of asking makes a grand total of £4.02. I should add it's important that you use these particular bumpers, or at the very least you don't use silicone bumpers because they're too soft and squishy. The dial bumpers, however, have just the right degree of compressibility, and once you fix them to the pads, which have a different degree of compressibility, you end up with this sprung damping solution that's incredibly effective at dealing with unwanted vibration. And that's before you factor in their individual damping capabilities. So how do you use them? To start with, simply tear off a set of pads, and you'll need 8 sets of 8 for speakers and a set of 4 for equipment. Once you've got the right amount of pads, simply peel off some bumpers and affix them to the pads, ideally affixing in the middle of the pad and allowing an hour for the adhesive to set. Once you've done that, you're ready to place the combo under your speakers and equipment. I should add, you can also stack pads so that you've got 2 or 3 pads per bumper, like this. In most cases you'll be fine using just 1 or 2, but sometimes more is more. To install the combo, simply tilt the speakers and place them under the corners, ensuring that any existing rubber feet or spikes are removed beforehand. When it comes to installing the combo under equipment, it's important to make sure that the combo is the only damping interface between the equipment and the supporting structure, otherwise you'll get diluted results. If the combo doesn't lift up the equipment high enough to bypass the stock feet, then you'll either have to remove the feet or use a stack of 2 or 3 pads to take the feet out of the equation, otherwise you'll get diluted results. Equally, if your floor standing speakers are on carpets, then you'll need to find a way of bypassing the carpet because carpets count as a damping interface. If you can't install a platform that takes the carpet out of the equation, then for floor standers, it's probably not going to work. If you're using bookshelf speakers on stands, however, then you should be okay as long as the stands have spikes and those spikes penetrate the carpet completely, assuming you can install the combo between your speakers and the top of your stands. So what difference does the combo make once you put it under your speakers and equipment? Predominantly, music sounds cleaner, but you also get improved clarity, detail, separation, depth, soundstage, cohesion, and bass is more defined as well. You also get a hint of organic warmth, and you even get a sense of being in the same room as the musicians. For example, when I listened to Offbeat by Claire Martin the other night, a live album recorded at Ronnie's, I could practically smell the alcohol. That's what the combo does. Are there any downsides? That depends. The music loses some of its visceral force. It doesn't lose it altogether, but you'll definitely notice a slight drop in visceral slam, like going from slam with an exclamation mark to slam without. It's still slam, but just not as visceral. For some, that might be a trade-off too far. In my case, I live in a small flat with neighbours on 3 sides of my living room, so giving up that exclamation mark for a richer sound overall is a trade I'm perfectly happy to make. And I dare say my neighbours are happy with the trade-off as well. But if you really must have that exclamation mark on the end of your slam, then here's what to do. Simply go ahead and place the combo under your equipment, especially electromechanical equipment, and just leave your speakers as they are. That way you still get some benefits upstream, but without changing how your speakers deliver the music. Although, considering speakers are the biggest winners when it comes to the combo, I encourage you to try it under your speakers anyway and see how it goes. Who knows, you might like it. I don't think there's anything more to say about the combo for the time being, other than it's almost certainly the best bang for buck upgrade out there. And if I had to quantify that upgrade, I'd say it doubles the quality of your system. It'll make a £500 system sound like a £1,000 system, and it'll make a £5,000 system sound like a £10,000 system, and so it goes. But don't take my word for it, try it and see for yourself. If you'd like to read about the problem of ground vibration in a bit more detail, then I'll leave a link in the description to an article on vibration control by Barry Diamond, a respected audio engineer and producer who understands and explains the issue extremely well. Although he goes on to suggest an alternative, I dare say a more advanced solution, the core problem is the same, and effective isolation is indeed the name of the game. I'll also leave links in the description to the Addis mat and the dial bumpers, although it's worth noting that you can only get the Addis mat in store at B&M. And I'll also leave a transcript of this video in the description as well for ease of reference. Okay, that's me. Thanks for watching. Good luck.